Ameera was a simple, proud girl living in a small mud house at the edge of a forgotten village. Life had been harsh on her. Her father was bedridden, and her mother could barely breathe without gasping for air. Every responsibility, from fetching water from the river to feeding the family, was on Ameera's slender shoulders. Yet, she never complained. She had turned her broken home into a haven, decorated with clay pots, self-grown plants, and a heart full of silent dreams. One evening, as Ameera was washing clothes by the riverbank, a tired voice startled her. "I feel dizzy. Can I sit here for a moment?" She turned to see a young man, his clothes dusty, his face pale, and his eyes filled with a strange sorrow. Though fear prickled her heart, something in his voice felt honest. Without thinking much, she replied, "My home is nearby. Come with me." The boy was quiet, but his silent presence became part of Ameera's life. He would help fetch water, chop wood, buy her mother's medicine, and sit quietly while Ameera cooked. Yet, there was always a mystery. As soon as the sun began to set, he would leave in a hurry. Whenever Ameera asked, he would smile faintly and give excuses. But Ameera's heart, already drowning in affection, chose to trust him. One day, the boy stood in front of her and softly said, "Ameera, I think I have fallen in love with you." Her heart skipped a beat. For a moment, she felt that life had given her a companion, someone who shared her silence. But fate had a different plan. The villagers were not blind to their growing bond. Her mother warned her, "You must tell that boy to stop coming. People's tongues are dangerous." That night, Ameera lay awake, torn between love and duty. And then, she did the unthinkable. She poisoned her parents' food. Their fragile bodies convulsed, and life left their eyes. But Ameera's heart was numb. She had sacrificed everything for love. When the boy returned, Ameera clung to him. "Now, no one can stop us." The boy's face paled with shock, but he said nothing. As night approached, he grew restless, pacing, making excuses to step outside. Suspicion gnawed at Ameera's heart. When he didn't return, she stepped into the courtyard, her heart pounding. Under the dim moonlight, she saw a figure crouched near the tree. But it wasn't a boy. It was a monkey, its eyes glistening with sorrow, the same sorrow she had seen in his human eyes. Ameera's heart shattered. She realized the boy she had loved was cursed. By nightfall, he transformed into a monkey. She ran back inside, collapsed onto the floor, and wept bitterly. Her love had turned into an enigma she couldn't grasp. 4 days, she avoided him. Yet, he came every day, helping silently, and left before sunset. Then one day, she stood in his path and said, "Tonight, you will not leave. I want to see you in every form." That night, as dusk swallowed the sky, the boy's body trembled. His limbs contorted, his fingers shrank, his face transformed. But Ameera did not flinch. She walked towards him and, kneeling, kissed his furry forehead. "You are mine, no matter what shape you take. Love has strange ways." That night, Ameera crossed the boundaries of human affection. She did not see a beast. She saw her beloved's soul trapped in a cursed body. That night, their union was not of body but of hearts that defied the world's cruel definitions. Days passed, and Ameera began to feel strange. Nausea, weakness, and then the inevitable truth: she was carrying a child. A child whose father was cursed to become a monkey every night. Her emotions were tangled, joy and fear danced in her heart. She wondered what kind of life awaited her unborn child. Months later, the child was born. A beautiful baby boy. But as the sun set, his tiny body would twitch, his hands would morph into tiny paws, and his face would become that of a baby monkey. The villagers were horrified. They gathered with sticks and torches, calling the child an abomination. "This child is born of sin. He is a curse on our village. Kill him before he spreads his evil," they shouted. Ameera stood firm, her baby in her arms. Her voice, though trembling, echoed with fierce love, "This child is my flesh and blood. He is not a curse, he is a symbol of love, a love you narrow-hearted people can never understand." The villagers outcast her. With nowhere to go, Ameera, the cursed boy, and their child left the village. They wandered through dense jungles, sheltering under trees and caves, enduring hunger and storms. But even amidst this exile, Ameera found peace. No more hateful eyes. No more cruel tongues. One day, an old hermit found them while gathering herbs in the forest. Unlike others, his eyes didn't carry disgust. He listened to Ameera's story, nodding slowly. The world fears what it does not understand. But love, when pure, carries its own magic. Perhaps, the curse can be broken if he stops running from it. The hermit gave her rare herbs and said, "Feed these to him and tell him to accept his reality. Sometimes, embracing a curse breaks it." That night, Ameera brewed the herbs into a potion and made the boy drink it. As night fell, his body began to tremble. But this time, Ameera held his hands, urging him, "Don't resist. Accept what you are. Stop hiding." He fell to the ground, convulsing, but the transformation didn't happen. His body remained human. Ameera's heart soared with hope. But the curse hadn't vanished, it had only shifted. The next night, their child began to change, his tiny body trembling as he morphed into a baby monkey. Ameera's heart ached. She realized the curse had chosen a new bearer. Yet, she embraced it. She would not allow society's cruelty to define her family's destiny. Their life continued in the jungle. They built a small hut with their own hands. Ameera collected fruits and herbs, her husband fished during the day, and their child, part human, part monkey, laughed, played, and lived in their love. One evening, as the golden sunlight filtered through the trees, their child uttered his first word, "Mama." Tears flooded Ameera's eyes. In that moment, she realized that love had defeated every curse. Their life was not what she had dreamed, but it was real, it was honest. Years passed. The world forgot about them. But in the heart of the forest, under the vast sky, lived a family that had defied society's cruel judgments. Their love was imperfect in the world's eyes, but for them, it was complete. Even today, if you listen closely, you can hear a mother singing lullabies deep in the forest. That's Ameera, holding her child, while her husband, human by day, once cursed to be a monkey by night, smiles beside her. A love story the world never understood, but one that triumphed where no other did.